What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Kedman Sports. This is episode 3 of creating 130 teams in Doug Flutie's Maximum Football 2019. We've already done East Mississippi and Independence from Last Chance U, so now I'm going to do a hometown favorite. I'm a graduate of Bowling Green State University, and I've really wanted to do an Ohio A&M team stationed in Bowling Green. If you know Bowling Green, if there's ever going to be an agricultural school in Ohio, it's perfect to be in Bowling Green. So we're going to actually edit the Lake Erie State team, as this is kind of the game's default BG team, and a lot of the colors are already in here, but we're going to change the logo to this black and orange Aviators logo, which is what we're going to use as our nickname. If you notice, I'm using a game-oriented one in terms of a logo rather than one that I made. So then just fill out the team name as you want. Like I said, we're going to go with Ohio A&M Aviators and the A&M abbreviation in Bowling Green, Ohio. So for main color, I'm going to stick with the orange. I'm going to edit it just a little bit to make it a little bit different and fit that logo a bit more. But instead of the traditional orange and brown of Bowling Green, I'm going to make it orange and black. The men's basketball team and the women's volleyball team at Bowling Green already kind of use black, so we're just going to make it the secondary here to kind of change things up. So as we transition to the uniform, we're going to start with the helmet as always, and we're going to start by putting the logo on the helmet. Now, I had to do something for the first time with a logo and you'll see it coming up, and I actually have to flip the logo, and that's going to be on the left side because you don't want one logo facing backwards and the other side facing forwards, at least not with a logo like this. You want it to look kind of symmetrical. So there's the flip. You can kind of see how it looks just better with them both facing forward like that, especially with a cool logo like where you can kind of see the wind like whooshing through, if you want to say. So for the base color of the helmet, we're going to go with a black base, which is really weird if you're a Bowling Green fan. But for this color scheme, I think it's going to work, and it's just something different. We're not going to stick, to the script of every single team. We're gonna mix it up and make them our own. So the mask, we're also going to make orange. I really like the orange against the black here. It's a really cool accent color. And then for the helmet, originally, let's take a look at what an orange on the outside with a white stripe down the center. This is more the traditional helmet stripe. I'm not a big fan though of it on this helmet. It looks okay, but for a color scheme like this, orange and black is so awesome. I want to use that as much as I can, and so we're just going to kind of toss the white to the side for now and just put a double orange stripe, kind of like the old Jets helmet. So that's what we're going to work with as our helmet. So now we're going to move over to the home jersey. And the jersey is going to be even more different if you're used to the traditional BG uniforms. As you can tell, we're not going to stick to what a lot of people are used to. So I'm going to actually use the default setting for the font here, and we're going to put Aviators across the chest. And I'm going to go with a black jersey. When I've got a black helmet and with the orange, I just think it looks better. Some people will think Halloween. I think that's more of like a orange and purple for some reason. That comes to mind more than orange and black. But anyway, we're going to kind of carry that black through the uniform. We're also going to pull that helmet stripe down onto the sleeves and give it that double orange. I think it kind of looks good. And all of a sudden, you're going to kind of start to see a similar NFL jersey start to show through. This was not on purpose. It just kind of started to happen. But I'm not going to argue it, and I think right about now is when you're going to see it. Kind of looks like the Browns color rush, doesn't it? Just a black instead of a brown. Well, it still looks good. There's a reason the Browns started using it as their permanent home jersey. So we're going to keep rolling with it, and I'm even going to go to the numbers and just make them orange as well. Like I've said a few times already, black and orange is an awesome color combination. Even as a Browns fan, against the Bengals, it looks better than brown and orange. Can't believe I just said that. But anyway, we're going to just go with that all orange numbers and kind of bold them out with the stroke. Carry that through to the text as well. So you got the text there, then we're going to bold that out like I said, and then we're going to move over to the collar and kind of do the same thing. You could do an all black collar here. I don't think it would look bad. Orange is actually turning into one of my favorite colors, especially when it comes to creating teams. So I'm going to use it as much as I can here and use it on the collar as well. And if you're wondering, why is orange your favorite color? I'm a Browns fan. I went to Bowling Green. Just kind of happens. So now we're going to go to the pants, and I thought about making it an all-black uniform, but like I just said, I really like orange, and I want to use it as much as I can. So we're going to throw orange pants onto this uniform as well, just to kind of shake things up a bit rather than having an all-black look. However, we are still going to stick with that kind of double stripe look. We're just going to reverse it from what we've been using. So instead of a black canvas with orange stripes, we're going to go with the orange canvas and now black stripes. Just to kind of, it carries the style through the uniform, but it also gives it a totally new look for the pants. And then you get to the socks. Now, the socks, if you've watched my videos so far, I've done something different with them every single time. This time, we're going to kind of go with a more traditional look, and we're just going to go all black, top and bottom, with that orange stripe, double stripe carried through here. Now, unfortunately, you can't make it a double stripe like we have on the rest uniform. You just have to go with what the game gives you, which is that kind of three-stripe look, which still isn't bad, and it's actually more of a traditional football look than a double stripe. You see that much more commonly, I think, throughout. So there's our home uniforms. I get how you can get a Halloween look from it, but I still think it's a pretty awesome look to roll out onto the field. So now we shift over to the away uniform, and we're going to start by putting that Ohio A&M across the chest. I've said many times now, home jerseys go with the nickname, road jerseys go with the school, city, whatever. It just kind of works. It's kind of the way my brain works when it comes to sports. So still going to stick with the white jerseys, and then for the sleeves, we're going to kind of change it up a little bit from what you might expect. We're going to stick with the double, but we're going to actually make it orange instead of black. I think in this case, the orange is going to pop a little bit more. Black and white jerseys are kind of bland. If you are an NBA fan and you watch the Brooklyn Nets, they just look plain. There's nothing really special about it, whereas orange is really going to pop off that white. So we're going to roll with that on the sleeves as the stripe, and then we're also going to pretty much carry it throughout the entirety of this road uniform. We're going to throw it on the collar, we're going to throw it in the numbers, we're going to throw it in the text to really kind of bring it all together. And if you've watched the other two videos leading up to this one, you're kind of catching on. The road uniforms are pretty much just a variation of the home. I don't like to mix things up with it. I like a solid look for each team and identity. So that's what we're trying to stick with here. But in addition to that, you also want to make the road jersey just a little bit different. But to me, the opportunity to make things different are usually in the pants rather than the jersey, just because road jerseys are all pretty much look the same. They're all white. And then you just throw the stripe in that you use from the home jersey. So the pants really become the unique factor of an away jersey versus a home jersey. So now that we're onto the pants, we did orange for the home, so we're going to do black for the road, which I think really helps tie the helmet and the pants together, and it really kind of brings the uniform together. I think of the three teams I've created, almost every single one, the road jersey pants have been the same color as the helmet, with maybe one or two, or maybe the East Mississippi might be a little different. Can't remember off the top of my head. But so we're going to do that on the pants with that outer black stripe. Socks, we're going to go back to this all solid look with the just variation with the stripes to keep that continuity, but also make it a little different in the fact that we're not rolling out the same socks as last time. And then pretty much from there, your road jerseys are done, your home jerseys are done, and your helmet's done. So we're going to get one more look at that here before we finish up. But as always, thanks for watching. Go ahead and subscribe. Give me a thumbs up, like, share it on Twitter and everything like that. We're creating 130 teams, and this is just number 3. So there's a ton more to go, and I'm having a lot of fun doing it. So thanks for being a part of it, and hope that you're going to stick around for the long haul.